Welcome in, beautiful travelers. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a reading for Libras. Libra, you are ruled by the planet Venus, which is a planet of beauty and of love. Your dual nature is to be both romantic, yet you can be indecisive. Your drive is to love and be loved, and you are all about balance. So welcome into you. Good to have you here. This is a reading for our Libras. Welcome in cross watchers. You may be connected to or in a relationship with a Libra. Therefore, you are here to find out what's going on with your person. So some of this message could be for you as well. Time is fluid, so anytime that you come across this message is the time that you are meant to see it or hear it. And as always, please use your discernment, use your inner knowing, listen for those intuitive hits, take what resonates, leave the rest behind as our energies work together to bring you a message for your highest atonement, as well as the highest atonement of the earth, the universe. It's all connected. We're all working together. Got 3 coming out here. Wow, pretty. Where am I at? Okay, so if you like the content being shared, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow so that others may hear the message as well. And we'll see where we go with you today, Libras. Let's find out. Where are we going? We are entering full moon in Libra. So be mindful of your interactions with others. This is a time of competition versus cooperation. And these full moons are pretty intense. So this is a time to really let go of that which no longer serves you. Embrace the goodness that's coming in. I am also using the Souls on Fire Tarot for your reading. This is Soulful Revolution, which you can find on YouTube or soulfulrevolution.com with MaryJo Cranmore, who is a mentor and a teacher. So check her out too. She has got beautiful readings coming in as well. And let's see where we go for you today. Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for Libra, please. For those watching, for the highest atonement is soul evolution, as well as the highest atonement of the universe. May it be clear, may it be fluid, may it be relevant. Clear the mind, open up the heart space, receive the messages sent. Thank you. All right, here we go. You have overall energy, the Chariot. Moving forward. Let me go back. Here's your theme. Ace of Swords, some kind of message and truth and clarity. This is raw authenticity. You have the Hanged Man. This could be about a new perspective, or this could be about feeling stuck. And we have the Ten of Cups. Happiness and bliss. So let's see where this goes today. Your overall energy is a chariot, something moving forward. Which road to take? Where are you going to go? Your situation is the Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. That's communication coming in for you. Messages. Your opportunity is a Knight of Swords. There's messages again. This could be a thought. This could be a verbal message. This could be intuitive hits. This could be some sort of communication. Doesn't necessarily have to come from a person. It could come from, you know, maybe you had a thought and then all of a sudden it showed up or somehow it manifested itself. So be mindful of what you're hearing or that, you know, what you're kind of, because we're always talking to ourselves, right? So be able to discern what's you and then kind of like what's being given to you, right? Looks for signs and synchronicities. Look for signs and synchronicities. What the universe is crowning you with. 4 of Wands. Something stable, something committed, some sort of celebration. 4 of Wands are those milestones in life that we go through that we as a collective agree is like life-changing. Having a baby, engagement, marriage, promotion, graduation. There is some sort of life change that has stability, commitment, and some sort of celebration around it. Energies that are fading, or energies that surround you that you might not be aware of. 10 of Swords. Could be surrender. Could be exhaustion. Could be hopelessness. Could be giving up. That could be why this stuck card is here. You might feel stuck, right? Maybe you're listening to a lot of messages on how to do things and you've been implementing them, on how to change maybe your situation or your paradigm or your thought process or your perceptions, and you're looking for your 10 of Cups, and it hasn't quite come in yet, but something's coming. Something's coming, right? You may feel a little bit hopeless here because you don't see it in the 3D. Energies that are coming your way in the near future. The Fool. So you got the 10 of Swords down here, and now you got fresh energy coming in. Releasing that baggage, right? Energies that are fading away. 5 of Cups. Grief, sadness, depression. This could be looking at the glass half empty. This could be victimization. How you're showing up in this situation. The Lovers. Aww. That's air energy coming in. That's specific to Gemini. And the Chariot's Cancer. So you got air signs and water signs. What's right in front of you that you need to contend with? Wheel of Fortune. This could be about things moving forward. This is ruled by Jupiter. Luck and expansion is on your side. This could also be patterns and cycles. Your hopes and fears. Queen of Cups. Opening up the heart space. Working from an intuitive nature. And your outcome. 10 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Cups in your theme and the 10 of Pentacles in your outcome. So this is some sort of stability with the 7 of Wands. So you could be guarding your resources. You could be setting boundaries around your resources. This could be something to do with foundation. Could be holding back. So let's see where we go. What is the Eight of Wands? This is your situation. Let's see what that's all about. Communication coming in, messages coming in. Clarify the 8 of Wands, please, for Libra. Libra and the 8 of Wands, please. What is the 8 of Wands for Libra? I'm going to take that one. Page of Wands. Excitement, optimism. Inspiration. Hope. We have the Hermit. And we have the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is about perseverance, like coming through the battle. You may be scarred, you may be worn out, you may be tired, but you held your ground. We've got holding your ground in your outcome as well. And then we have the Hermit underneath that. So Hermit's really about working with your subtle energies, giving you inspiration. Could be getting messages. Getting messages of hope, maybe getting messages of excitement, maybe getting messages of like things that inspire you. You looks like maybe you have been meditating, or you have been really searching within yourself, And you've been doing it for a little while here, right? You've been doing it for a little while. You persevered. You might be at that place where you don't see it coming through and you don't see changes. Stuck. Let's see Knight of Swords. See where this message goes. Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords for Libra, please. Transformations coming in. Death. Scorpio energy. Something is moving forward here. Could be a thought. Could be an idea. New beginning, strength. So you've got the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, transformation. You could have some kind of idea. Some kind of thought process, some kind of message maybe that came through. Maybe you're listening to luminaries or, you know, gurus or counsel of a higher counsel, something of a higher counsel that may be inspiring you, and yet maybe you're dealing with some things, like you're kind of dealing with the shadow aspects of some things as well. But this is about transformation, right? And we got strength. Strength is Leo energy. And we got Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, maybe wanting a new beginning, maybe feeling kind of stuck on what to do, wanting to go for your 10 of Pentacles and your 10 of Cups. Could be listening to a lot of different, like, self-help type things. Usually when we start this journey, or we start the journey of like really trying to make changes in our life, it comes and goes in waves, right? You get really inspired, you get really hopeful, you start seeing a little bit of change, or you start noticing some subtleties, some changing subtleties, and then all of a sudden you kind of got to deal with the darker side. And it brings you down a little bit, and then you have to kind of climb back up again, because you're learning, you're like peeling away the onion, the layers on the onion, right? So each time you peel a layer, it's like you got to start over again, and then you get hopeful, and then you kind of come crashing down into like kind of this depressive state, and then you start rising up again. And it's important to marinate in all of those different cycles, because you got the Wheel of Fortune here, something about cycles. If this is about a relationship, because you've got the Lovers down here, if this is about a relationship, it looks like there's some highs and some lows, which is kind of all relationships basically. But I don't see a lot of like fire energy. I see more about communication and thought process, intellect, ideas. So what is this Four of Wands? This is what the universe is crowning you with. This is some sort of commitment, some sort of stability, some sort of celebration. There's a Wands coming through. Queen of Wands. Ace of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is about your creative aspirations. And when the Knight of Wands comes up, this is about movement towards a desired outcome. This is about finding kind of that drive, that inner drive to move forward. But the Knight of Wands can also be about fast-moving, reckless energy as well. And you got the Queen of Wands here. She's very inspirational. She's like an entrepreneur. She is, she has a lot of creative ideas. She's the one that comes in where, you know, she's kind of the life of the party. She can also be very dramatic, and she can also be an attention seeker as well. And we've got these two sandwiched in between the Ace of Cups. So this could tell me that there might be some kind of, I'm not going to say toxic, but maybe an unhealthy concept of wanting to be in a relationship or looking for a relationship that you're wanting stability in. And the universe might be working with you. The universe might be working with you, and it might be kind of slow to come. Or it might not be coming in the way that you expect it to. But it looks like it's coming because you've got this burden down here and you're releasing it and letting go. Yeah, this is about kind of like being patient. Being patient. Seven of Pentacles. Learning patience right now. You feel like you've been putting in a lot of work. Feel like you've been putting in a lot of work. But this Five of Cups is leaving, right? This is energies that are fading away. Sadness, grief, loneliness. Regrets. So let's see what this Fool is. I'll do one more with this deck. What is the Fool here, please? This could be walking unconsciously as well. But it looks like releasing a lot of this. Releasing and letting go. Like setting out what you want into the universe and then not worried about the outcome. Sometimes when we're too specific about what we want, you know, you might say, I want this. There's so many different concepts, right? Be specific. Let the universe know exactly what you want. I want, you know, someone who's, you know, 6'10" and rides horses and knows how to cook, and you put all these expectations out there, and then you hear other people say, you know what, just let the universe know you want what's best for you and what makes you happy. You want to be happy, and just send it out there in whatever way it comes, it comes. So you have all kinds of like, who was it, Robert Adams, that said, there's so many concepts, there's so many theories, there's so many theologies, there's so many ideas, there's so many preconceived notions that you can be a very intelligent idiot. That's why you're on your own journey. That's why you have to go inside and listen to your direction, right? Unity in diversity. So let's see what this Fool is for you, Libras. What is this Fool? Because stability is coming in. It's what the universe is crowning you with, right? Stability is coming in. Commitment is coming in. But you're learning some patience right now. And it might be kind of hard for that because you want it to hurry up. You want it to hurry up. And you've got stability in your outcome. Okay, what's the Fool here? One more time through, please. Okay, we got the Seven of Swords. So this could be sneaking away or some sort of like deception, wearing a mask, maybe not being yourself. We have the Six of Pentacles. So there may be an unbalance of give and take here. And we got the Four of Cups. So resistance. This could be about walking unconsciously into relationships that are not equally balanced, where one person is kind of out for something else. Okay? or finding relationships with people who might be sneaky and not straight up front, or who they really are, presenting who they really are. They might be very resistant or very stubborn. They might not give as much, or you might not give as much. Feel free to swap around the characters here. Okay? Because there's been some grief and some loss here. And your hopes and fears is about the Queen of Cups, opening up your heart space, right? There's been some sort of transformation that you've had to gone through to a new beginning. You might be a little bit intimidated about opening up your heart again. You don't want the sneakiness and the deception to come back. You might be exhausted, waiting for the partner that you want to come in, or the relationship that you want to come in. Maybe you've been communicating to the universe, the divine, to spirit. You've been through a hard battle. You've been through a hard relationship or relationships. So let's see what this Lovers is down here. This is how you're showing up. Let's see what the Lovers is about for you. Clarify the Lovers for Libra. So you've been communicating clearly. You feel stuck. You're still waiting on your Ten of Cups to come in. Okay? It looks like you've been through a hard battle in relationship or relationships. But you're definitely moving forward. You're definitely moving forward. You've done some hard work. There is some transformation here. You're still feeling maybe this energy of being stuck. So we got the Three of Swords, heartbreak in love or heartbreak in a relationship. We got the Eight of Pentacles, super focused on that. Super focused on maybe the pain in a relationship. So you're sending two messages out then. You're super focused on the pain in the relationship. So are you healing it, or are you just being focused on it? Because healing it and being focused on it, if you're telling the universe you want a relationship, but you're still super focused on the pain, then you're just going to keep manifesting the same thing. But if you're taking the time to really heal what that pain was like, yeah, Ten of Wands, carrying the burdens of that, right? Because you got 10 of Wands here and you got 9 of Wands in your situation. So finding inspiration, sending out your requests, believing that they're going to come, working with the energies. You're holding on, you're holding on, you're holding on, you're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting. You might get impatient. You might move forward unconsciously and then attract kind of the same type of energies in a person. Because there's a difference between healing something and then putting your intentions out there but not doing the healing work so that those energies don't attach to you anymore. Does that make sense? So you're... okay, I'm going to change the way that I do this. I'm going to change the way... you're changing the outer. And you're working on some of the inner by sending, you know, this is what I want. I'm going to change my perception on this. This is what I want. But are you bypassing the healing work? Maybe you've done some. You're exhausted. You understand that relationships have been a lot of work. But it's really going in and doing the transformation of it, where you're in a place where it's okay whether it comes or it doesn't come. Because you got the 10 of Wands here. That's carrying a huge burden of pain because you're focused on it. You're focused on the pain. Focus on the healing. Focus on being free. Focus on expansion. So let's see what this Wheel of Fortune is for you. I'm going to look at, you've had a few fire signs come in, so I'm going to look at fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands again. That was what's in what the universe is hearing. So that tells me this is a cycle. This is a cycle of behaviors. It's a cycle of patterns. Maybe getting impatient, maybe going for what you want. Queen of Wands is can be very charismatic. Wants to be seen. You got the Five of Wands, and it's causing conflict. This is a pattern, okay? So this Wheel of Fortune, this is asking you to look at your patterns. Maybe there's impatience, but you've got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands together in what the universe is hearing or what the universe is trying to work with you with. And you got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords here, right? Queen of Wands with the Knight of Swords. Sometimes the Knight of Swords too is about anger. It's about anger. And there's some sort of pattern here that needs to be looked at with the energies of, wanting to manifest, wanting to be creative, wanting to be kind of that entrepreneur, like having to be the best of the best in everything, like competition, right? Competition, having to always be better than the next person, or, you know, trying to get love by, you know, if I'm independent and I'm strong and I'm successful and I dress well and I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing, then love will come in. That's not how it works. Being your authentic self is how it works. What does that mean? What does my authentic self mean? That's where the healing work is. That's where the healing work is. Give me a couple more on this outcome for Libras. Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Guarding your foundation. Setting boundaries. Yeah, that's what it is. You've got the Six of Wands, which is wanting to win, and you have Temperance. So there's like a duel going on here between wanting to win by maybe, you know, what you're presenting, your resources, your time, your energy, you know, how you show up in the world, okay? So you could be very successful, you could be very independent, you could be very, you know, like working on your outer appearance and those types of things. There has to be a balance between that and your boundaries and patience, because you got fast moving energy with the Knight of Wands, which is in your, what the universe is working on with you, and you have fast moving energy here in what's right in front of you that you need to contend with, which is about your patterns. And this could be about getting impatient for things not showing up as fast as you want them to. When you got the Five of Wands in here, this is all about competition. It's all about competition, having to compete, too many players in the pot, too many cooks in the kitchen, all trying to stir the same pot. And with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords, you know, this could be about anger and impatience. So those are some things that need to be looked at or kind of need to be tempered, because you're learning patience and how to plant different seeds. That is what the universe is trying to work on with you. How to plant different seeds. And it looks like you work really hard and then you just get to a point of exhaustion and you give up, and then you kind of fall back into old patterns and behaviors, right? And then you kind of go back up again, and you get kind of build up that confidence again. You've been working on some things, and then you're like looking for things to change, and then it doesn't come, and you kind of slump down again. Because sometimes the Seven of Swords can be we're deceiving ourselves. This is the energy coming in with the Fool. Not being conscious of the patterns that are going on. There's an imbalance. There's an imbalance and a resistance. Some sort of resistance to either the patience, working itself through, giving it yourself time to heal, or this could be about the type of energies that you're attracting in. Once you get to that point where you're just kind of like, I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm not messing with this anymore. So let's see. Let's get a message to you. I'm going to look at fire signs in the extended. I'm going to get a little bit more information on this Ten of Swords, the energy that surrounds you that you're not aware of, because this is keeping yourself trapped. Keeping yourself trapped in continued cycles. And the underlying energy in this is the Five of Cups. Regrets, sadness, depression. This Ten of Swords could also be about depression as well. So let's see. Let's get a message to you from the journey of love. Libra. A message from Spirit to Spirit. For those of you not going on. For those of you going on, the link will be below. We will look at tendencies that need to be released, as well as energies that need to be embraced. We'll look a little bit more into what this Ten of Swords is. We'll look at what this Five of Cups is, and we'll look at the fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. It doesn't actually have to be an Aries, Leo, Sag. It could be somebody who has a lot of fire energy in their chart. We got Cosmic Butterfly, and we have the Cloak. You are being reborn. Wow. So this is a Cosmic Butterfly. There. You are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother, on fire with her creative power. You are being transformed whilst living. Surrender, certainty in favor of openness, to accept the smallness of your everyday life while submitting to the magnificence of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you into a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, and creating again. This is your sacred task. This message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it's falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You are going through rebirth, just like a butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and the delight. There's that dual energy coming in, agony and delight. The sense of dying and being truly alive can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now, and know that what you are leaving behind is but a shell that once will have held your fast emerging new self. And the Cloak. Around you there is a cloak of your own creation. Perhaps it has served you for a time and is an invisible form of protection, as a way to claim needed solitude, as a way to retreat inside to find out what you truly feel, what you truly need, to find yourself after being lost in the ocean of thought and emotion, not always your own. Yet the time is fast approaching when you will no longer require that cloak. This message, the message this oracle brings to you, is that you can safely release the forms of security that once held. You do not have to abandon your boundaries with others. Rather, your boundaries are so functional that you can enter into relationships with more openness, trusting that your boundary will naturally assert itself when necessary, giving you the connection to yourself that you need when you need it without having to withdraw from relationship entirely. It's time to trust your own boundaries and practice letting them help you whilst actively engaging in deeper relationships. You'll have fun. Loneliness is like a ship. It's full sail with no wind and no place to go. So that's what I have for you, Libras. I hope this helped. For those of you going on, the link is below. Until next time, I wish you peace that passes all understanding. Bye-bye.